And we're live. What's up, folks? Happy Sunday morning. We got about 2.5 hours till kickoff when this video comes out. Let's go ahead and rock and roll through this thing. We ran through our overlay picks a couple of days ago. Obviously, weather and injuries and stuff like that got to take into account. So let's go back through them, young man.
Weather's, injuries, just a change of opinion. It all matters. So let's do it.
Yeah, I guess the change of opinion one is missed that, but that is a big part of it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so covered a couple things in the matchup shop and stuff like that. I've talked to a bunch of you guys individually about a few of them. We're here to talk about the tournament and how Mr. Bellman's going to win $13,000 today.
I hope so.
That'd be nice. Ooh, they have not adjusted the clock for daylight savings on here. It does not start in 2 hours. It starts in about 3 as of right now. All right, Russ versus Mahomes. Give me Russell Wilson. Patrick Mahomes is the number one quarterback in the league. I think he's better than Russell Wilson, but Mahomes is in a spot where I just don't think he needs to throw as much, and I'll take the attempts for another guy who's also really good at this game.
I agree. Give me Wilson.
All right, so I got decent money riding on Josh Allen in the matchup shop, but I'm getting 2.5 points. Also, the weather has shifted into this game to be bad as well, so both of these games seem to be bad weather games. Rodgers doesn't have his number one running back in Aaron Jones. Minnesota's also down to their 33rd and 34th cornerbacks making starts today, so that's pro Rodgers. I do not feel as good about my Allen over Rodgers pick as I did earlier in the week when it looked like the weather here wasn't going to be as bad. So this is a tough one. I'm torn. What do you think?
I like Rodgers here. Weather's becoming more of an issue, like you said, in the Buffalo game, less so in the Green Bay game. Give me Rodgers.
So I want to pick Rodgers here and hope he wins by 1.5 points.
Yeah, I mean, that's the ultimate middle, right?
I know that's what we all go through as like DFS players, fantasy football players, sports ball or sports betting type of guys. Like nobody gets it if they don't play these games. But when you're sitting there rooting, like, man, I need my team to score, but not with Robert Tonyan. I need it to go to Jamal Williams or Marquez Valdez-Scantling, which never has a chance to score.
The life of a DFS player, yeah.
All right, Lamar Jackson versus Tannehill. So this is a good one right here. I think Tannehill has actually been better than Jackson this year for fantasy, which is kind of crazy to me to think about with Lamar being so great last year. And Tannehill, like, the first impressions are we still struggle to pick him. The matchup is harder for Jackson, but he's got those legs that can wreck any slate. This is another one that's tough because neither of them have great weather. I'm also torn right here. I think you're going Jackson, correct?
I am going Jackson. I like him today as like a sneaky GPP play. I think coming off the bye, he could have a day. So I'm definitely get him over Tannehill.
This would be a big game for Jackson to have a good game. He's come up small in almost all big games in his history of, and for what he's done at the NFL level. Now, it's a short history, right? He's not a very old player. If he could have a big game today against an undefeated division rival, this could be a great career advancing game for him.
Agreed, 100%.
All right. I'm going to go Tannehill, but I'm not lining up to pick this one. It's going to be near the bottom of the list for me because Tannehill's in a better spot. But even though he's been better points this year, I think, come on. We all know Lamar Jackson's the better DFS quarterback.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I think this might be, if he plays well here, this might be the cheapest you ever see Lamar. Well,
possible.
On pace sites.
All right, Justin Herbert versus Joe Burrow. A couple of rookie sensations right here. Herbert's been awesome. Burrow's been pretty darn good in his own right. Yes. I'm going to go Burrow because of the matchup versus Tennessee. I think it's a great place to be. But I am not comfortable picking against Justin Herbert right now, who seems to be we'll see what he turns into as far as a winner at the NFL level, but he just seems to put up points.
Give me Burrow at home against Tennessee as opposed to in Denver. Give me Burrow.
Yeah, I'm with you, but you definitely sound more confident than me.
Fair enough.
All right, Derek Carr versus Baker Mayfield. Oh, boy. Give me Derek Carr. I don't feel great about this one. I just have a little more confidence in him having a little more success throwing because I think Kareem Hunt's going to have a better day than Jacobs.
Okay, that's fair. I got no strong opinion here, but I will go Derek Carr as well.
And if you think I have a strong opinion, then I did a good job of faking it because I don't.
Fair.
I don't feel good about that one at all. All right, Jared Goff versus Matt Stafford. It's another good one. They challenged us here. So two of the only games that have no weather issues because one's in Miami and one's in a dome. Give me Goff.
I'm going to go Goff also, but again, a very, very tight one.
Yeah, it's low in the confidence rankings. Next up, Jimmy Garoppolo versus Phillip Rivers. Give me Jimmy G. He's in a better spot against Seattle. Just because they're going to have to throw. Like, I could see the Colts and Lions being high scoring. I could see it being low scoring. Seattle's going to score, so Jimmy G's going to have to throw.
Yeah, I'm with it. So give me Jimmy G also.
All right, Cousins versus Ben Roethlisberger. Interesting question right here. Again, the bad weather in the Green Bay game. Vikings do get Dalvin Cook back this week. Don't like this one. I'm going to go Big Ben, but it's hard for me not to just root with my heart right here and hope Cousins sucks.
I'm going to go Cousins. I don't like anything about Pittsburgh today. So basically, I'm going to go opposite everything Pittsburgh.
All right. Drew Brees in Chicago in some less than stellar Windy City weather versus Tua in his first start. This is another really interesting question right here. No Michael Thomas, no Emmanuel Sanders. Chicago's a good defense, windy weather. Give me Tua. I'll take a chance with the young guy here.
I mean, easy for me. Tua could outscore him just on rushing yards alone. So not even a close one for me at all.
All right. I've disrespected Drew Brees a couple times this year, and he's played a little better than I expected to in those times. So I'm having trouble disrespecting the Hall of Famer right now.
I get that.
Nick Foles, who I have no problem disrespecting, versus Drew Lock. Give me Drew Lock right here. I don't trust Foles and his noodle arm. Robinson missed practice basically all week, even though he's playing. I can't imagine that's good for him. Give me Drew Lock.
Give me Drew Lock also.
All right. T.Y. Hilton versus Zach Pascal. This is gross. Give me Pascal just because I hate T.Y.
Give me T.Y., but no, I mean, listen, not many guys I would choose him over, so Pascal's one of them.
All right, I'm going to make a sweeping prediction to this one. 8-4 gets you money on the site today. I think that these are harder than normal, and we're all in an equal playing field, but I think 8-4 would get you in the money today, or at least have you close depending on your tiebreaker points.
That's fair.
It's usually 9-3, but it's an 8-4 week. You heard it here. All right. Marvin Jones Jr. versus Hawkinson. Well, I know who you got.
Yeah, give me Marvin Jones, man. The breakout game's coming. And if I needed 6 points, I'd take Hawkinson. But I think Jones has a better day today. Also, I like it here that it's only half-point PPR.
I'll ride with you on this one. I don't have strong feelings on it like you do, but I will side with you and go with Marvelous Marvin over TJ Hawkinson. All right. Macaulay Hardman versus Demarcus Robinson. We have no Sammy Watkins today. I don't expect much from either of these guys. So give me Macaulay Hardman on one big play where he gets like a 40-yard catch, which beats Robinson.
That's fair. I'll take Hardman as well, but not excited about picking it.
I mean, these are two guys. I'm not like there could be a combined total of 4 fantasy points here.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Two guys that are from the same game, but I'm pretty sure these two guys are better than the two we just talked about, and that is Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce. I went Kelce last week. It cost me, but I'm going to ride with him again.
I'm going to go Kelce also.
Okay. And if you want to know why, I don't have a lot of rhyme or reason. I just think they get Kelce they're going to throw 1 touchdown today. The other ones are getting run in, and it goes to Travis.
Fair enough.
And that's obviously based on very little fact. All right. Bob Woods versus Matthew Berry's little Cooper Kupp. Where are you going here?
I like Cooper Kupp. I think he scores today.
Man, went with Kupp last week and it worked. These guys are always so difficult to choose between.
I mean, if you were like ranking receivers in football, like all throughout the NFL, there's a chance these guys would be like right next to each other.
You know what I would do? I would just boilerplate it. I would put Kupp and Woods next to each other every week unless there was like a reason. Like if you went up against, say, like Arizona, who can't cover the slot, well, then I'd feel better about Cooper Kupp. But on weeks like that where it's not something glaring, I would just have a standard format, and then just to be nice to him, I'd switch them around. This week it's 16 and 17, Woods Kupp, and next week it'd be Kupp Woods.
Yep, exactly.
All right, I'll ride with you and agree with you on this one, Cooper Kupp. And man, that grass is blowing outside here in Green Bay. Holy cow.
Yeah, it's blowing out here too. It was a little bit ago, so it's fun.
All right. The young and talented versus Jerry Jeudy versus Tim Patrick, who I believe is listed as questionable.
I'm going to take Jeudy no matter what.
Okay, cool. I like Jeudy better too. All right. Tyler Lockett versus DK Metcalf. Last week, I was Team Lockett. This week, I'm Team Metcalf. I love DK Metcalf. This kid's a stud. Give me him.
Same.
All right. And last up, Kareem Hunt versus Alvin Kamara. Half-point PPR is in play on this question as much as any of them. 65, 10 points, 16, 22. Give me Kamara.
Really?
It's close, though.
So don't you think that the PPR hurts Kamara?
It does, but that's why, like, if it wasn't for half-point PPR, it'd be really easy, right?
I don't know, man. I don't know how easy it would be. I like Hunt a lot this week. I'm going to go Hunt. I think Kamara,
I get it.
I think Kamara has higher upside because, like, I think if one of these guys scored 3 or 4 times, and had just a massive day, it's Kamara. But I think Hunt scores at least once today. I'm calling it right now.
And one of the reasons that factored into me going Kamara is he has not scored much lately. So I think Sean Payton makes a conscious decision to help get him in the end zone this week and gets him featured inside the 5 at least once.
That's fair, but like how many, like the Bears defense is good. How many times are they going to be down there?
At least once. That's a good question, right? The Bears defense is good, no doubt about it. They're not sexy for like DFS, but the Bears defense is one of the better defenses in the league.
I said this yesterday on the GBP video. Kamara is it's like one of those games we talk about in the NBA where we could see it being like, 70 to or 80 to 85 or like 130 to 135. I could see Kamara going off here because he's really good and he can do it against anyone. I could also see him being very pedestrian because it's not a good spot. They're missing all their weapons on the road in Chicago. I'm torn on Kamara.
I look at it this way too, though. Like the Saints are firmly in that spot now where they need to win every single game. So like they can't save him in this situation. Like if this is a tight game, which I kind of think it will be, you just got to get your best player touches.
That's fair.
Chicago is really good. Good defensively. Offensively, they leave a lot to be desired. But defensively, they're good. This is not a cake situation for Kamara at all. And we have seen the last 3 weeks, unless he scores touchdowns, like he has definitely come back to earth as being a subtle disappointment 3 weeks in a row.
100% agreed.
So, all right, guys. Good luck today.
Thanks, guys.